Hey everyone, this is Mike with CryptoTaxed. Today's video, we're going to look at the Bitcoin charts, just kind of go over it and see what it's doing, along with look at the market in general and go over a little news for today. But before we begin, let's go over that quick disclaimer. Any information provided in these videos or accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice, and you should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now, before we get into today's video, just want to say if you like our videos, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, smash that like button. It really helps our channel grow. And on this channel, we have a little Crypto 101 course, as I like to call it. So if you're new to this and you want to learn, how to buy crypto, water wallets, exchanges, and just the general crypto world, by all means, check that out in our video section for crypto basics. Also on this channel, we do technical analysis. We look at the news and just give you a general segment of what's going on in the crypto world. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So right now, as you can see, we're looking at the Bitcoin graph. And if you've seen the videos before, we've been in this bear market, and I'll just go ahead and go out. And here we are. This is December, January-ish of last year. As you can see, we've been going down. We've been in this bear market. We've been really fighting it. So right now I put up our trend lines, and the trend lines we have are the white ones. So here's our resistance. This one is our level of support. And right around, we're going to say June of this year, we hit the bottom of this bear market. We hit this support line. And ever since then, we've been coming up and hitting our head against this resistance line, waiting to break out. Now, I'll just go ahead and forewarn you, the chart I'm using is the Bitfinex chart, as you can see right here. They kind of base theirs off of Tether, so just take that for what it is. So here we are, we've been going in this, and like I said, since June, we've set this new support level, which is this green line. So right now, our support level and resistance level, we're due to pass, somewhere in October. That's where the channel ended. But as you can tell right here, and I think this is the 15th of October, we actually broke through this resistance level. So what we're looking for right now is this little red dotted line. That is our new level of resistance. So we're talking 6,700-ish, 6,800 roughly is what we're looking for. So I call it a little gap that we're looking to break through. So we've already tested this for 3 days now, and it looks like we're breaking back down. So in the next few days, what's going to be really important for this particular graph is to see if this old resistance line can be our new support level. And this line is just temporary until we meet back up with our original support, and you can see that we're forming a new channel right here. So with that being said, what I'm kind of thinking we're doing is we're probably going to come down here, and what we want to see is us test this and then come back up, and that's when we want to break through. Once we break through, we can come back down here and test it and hopefully find support. And it looked kind of like that. And I'm sorry for the drawing, you guys. I'm not an artist by no means. So, that's my best try right there. But anyway, just looking at this, that's what I'm kind of expecting to see. Because right now, we're not in really a bearish, bullish run. If anything, this may be a little more bearish. And that's only based off of two things. Is the fact that, A, we don't have any bullish indicators. Like these were bullish indicators and obviously went on a little run. This little indecision means it probably would flip, which it did. But the candlesticks aren't really saying one way or another. So I actually expected to go down just a little bit more. The MACD is actually starting to flatten out, which is more of a horizontal pattern. And then the stochastic RSI, this is actually becoming a bearish pattern. So if we cross this, as you can see right here, we crossed it. The very next candlestick, we came down. And then we went right back up. So if we cross right here, we could potentially go down. And now I'm not saying we're going to go down to 6,000. So when I say down, we could go down as low as, say, where are we at right here? 60, 6,500 roughly, and find support. And that's kind of what we're hoping. If it crosses a little bit, I'm not worried. I mean, it's a range. That line's not just, the end all to be all. So, on the Bitfinex chart, if we hit 6,500 and we find our level of support on here and come back up, that's fine. If we break through, as long as we stay on the green line, which is our new level of support, find support there and come back up, that should be fine too. That's what we need to expect, is something like that. And we'll zoom out, just give you a better look. Let's hope we see something like that. That'd be a good sign for a good, strong rally coming in the Bitcoin market. So now that was Bitfinex. Let's go to Coinbase. Now Coinbase bases their charts off the US dollar evaluation. Both charts look real similar. The only difference is, as you can see, this particular chart, we have not broke that level of resistance. And I know some people see the wick right here and say, oh, we broke it. That's just a flash. I don't consider it. I need a candlestick body to sustain above it in order to consider it we broke it. So coming in this chart, just looking at it, the charts on here look a little more promising than Bitfinex. As you can see, we're actually on the MACD getting ready to cross back over. If we cross, that would be more of a bullish cross, but here we have a bearish cross. So on the MACD, what I expect to see is your blue line to kind of come up, cross, but come back down, and we're going to be more horizontal. That makes sense. The stochastic, I think we're going to cross and just put up another red stick. And if that happens, what would happen is we would come down, and I'm sorry, I don't have nothing flat to draw on, otherwise I can make this look a little better. But anyway, we'll go ahead and show you. Kind of come down, find a resistance, and come up, and at that point, find support and hopefully break up at that point in time. So, it's going to be kind of we'll call it a U shape is what I'm expecting. And then we'll attack this level of resistance. Now, the important thing that we need to note here is that if we come back up, say we do go down, two things we need to see. And I'm just going to put some lines on it. So this is where we set our high. We need to break this line, find support, break through the resistance, which is the green line. Then if we can break through this resistance, we need to go to our next high, which is right here. And on that next high, we need to find a trend to where we break through it. So what we're hoping to see is somewhere in this pattern right here, where we come down, find support, and come back up, and then break through this resistance and trade in this channel where we can come down and find support and then break through that. That's kind of what I hope we see. That's kind of my new zone. So I'm gonna leave those there, and just tell me what your opinion is. Do you think we're gonna find support on this new level, then break through our resistance and slowly build this rally? And when you go into a bull market, you don't want to go exponential, linear. You want to find a little consolidation and go into it gradually. That way you don't overbuy and stuff. So let's go ahead and check out some of these other markets that I got up here. And let's just go down here and we'll start with Ripple. Let's go with that first. So on here on Ripple, as you can see, we broke through resistance and we've stayed above resistance. And the big thing that with Ripple, and this is kind of what I was saying with Bitcoin, is we came off the old resistance level and found support. As you can see, it rose above. Now, the only thing about it is we didn't come back back over our new high. We actually have a trend line now. So this is our new trend line. What we need to see is Ripple, if it's going to sustain this, is to come down, test, and then break through this this new trend line in order to make more of a rally. Now, looking at the stochastic and MACD, what we see here is we're kind of flattening out. And over here, it looks like a bearish cross is getting ready to happen, which would make sense. So if you see the dotted red line and the green line, that's kind of our channel we're in right now. The main thing is this green line right here that I'm on, we don't want to cross that. That is our support level, our overall support level. We can trade in this channel, but ultimately we need to get above the red dotted resistance line. Then we need to test this level. Whenever it comes, that's what we need to do. But I just want to show you this. So right now, I've been calling this the whole time, that kind of hold off on Ripple, that, you know, we're kind of in a bearish trend. We're not really in a bullish trend, even though we had a spike here. This is why it really, I needed a few days to see it, but there's your channel that you're looking at. It wouldn't surprise me if we kind of trade in this channel until we start seeing better MACD, stochastics, and candlestick patterns. But this little candlestick right here, this little doji as I call them, that's very much an indecision at the top of a rally, which is an indicator that a bearish type rally is getting ready to come, just as much as this was a tombstone. So I mean, you have a bunch of bearish indicators in the candlesticks. So just be aware, if you're a Ripple trader, you're looking at buying Ripple, that, you know, the indicators and everything technical analysis wise is not supporting a bullish rally. If anything, is supporting sort of a bearish. Now, I'm not saying bearish come down here below 30 cents, but, you know, it wouldn't shock me if it comes down here to, say, let's go with 42 cents, somewhere around there, and test that level and see if we can find it above, because the last low we set was right here at 38 cents. If we break 38 cents, I'd start worrying, but, you know, anything above that, we test it. So next we're going to go to Ethereum. All right, and as you can see, Ethereum, we broke through the resistance. I'll zoom out just so you can see. So that was our descending triangle. And Ethereum, we just kept beating our head on it. And so right down here is our support level. But now we broke through the resistance. So the next level of support was right here. We kind of went below it, but I'm not going to say we broke through it. You know, a lot of people would say that, but, you know, you're talking $5 margin of error, which this well within reason for me, that I'm going to call that support. We found support there. Unfortunately, we are finding new lower highs, so now you have a new channel of resistance. So we could safely be trading in this little zone for a little while, but what we need to see is this breakout. Once we break out, we need to find, and I'll go ahead and put another graph up here, another bar, but we need to break this zone right here. And what this is our last high. What we need to see is Ethereum come down, test this, break through resistance, and then break this high in order to start a rally. So those are kind of the indicators I'm looking for on that. Now we're coming to Litecoin. Out of all the tokens that I'm looking at today, Litecoin is the one I'm most worried about. So if you're looking at these, you're looking at investing, by all means, heed my warning on this one as best way I can warn you. So right now we are still in our descending triangle. I'm gonna back out for the year. As you can see, we've been going down, 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 and here's our level of support. There's our level of resistance, and as you can see, we have not even approached our level of resistance. We've been hammering our level of support. But what worries me is this right here, and I've circled them on the MACD and the stochastic RSI. Both of these are bearish indicators, and as you can see, we currently are on that level of support. If we break this level of support, and this is crucial for y'all to understand, if we break it, we have to go way back here to even find the next level of support. And just based off of this graph, you're talking $35 roughly. That would be 1, 2. So yeah, roughly $35 would be our next level of support. So just know, if we break through this triangle, if we I'm sorry, not triangle, but if we break through this level of support on this descending triangle, our next level is $35. And looking at the graphs, it very well could happen. So if you're trading, be very, very wary of Litecoin. EOS is another one that I've been following for you guys, and this is kind of how EOS is setting up. So let's go ahead and back out. As you can see, here's the descending triangle we've been in with this bear market that we've been going on for a while now, but we broke through the resistance. We started going on an uptrend. Then we had that one day where we had a massive, it was back in early September, where we had a massive sell-off. So we set a new low. So we went ahead and started our trend. New low, we tested it. So as you can see, we're in this wedge now. We're still above our overall level of support, but we're starting to set a new trend. As we come in closer here, we're getting closer to the edge of it. And it's just like everything else. What we need to see is it define support here, come out, break this resistance, And then, because this technically would be your last level of resistance, because it was our last high, we need to actually come here and come through this. So something like that, you guys, right there. So we need to come here, test this, break the resistance, and then set a new high in order to indicate a new rally. Unfortunately, looking at the charts, because the MACD, we don't have a bullish cross, we actually are in a bearish pattern. Same here with the stochastic. So it wouldn't shock me if we come down here and test this level of resistance. And the main thing with this is we do not need to break it, because if we break it, the next level, level of support. If we break this level of support, the next level of support will be down here at $4.60. So we need to maintain this pattern right here. So that is EOS. So again, kind of like it's not my warning with Litecoin, but it's kind of more like Ripple. Hold up, it's not really lining up to be a bullish pattern by any means. It's more bearish, but I'm not predicting the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. We might come down here and test our levels of support. And the last one, you guys, that I've been following, that if you've been following me on this channel, you know that I'm big on, is Genesis Vision, GVT. And right now, as you can see, we'll go back. We were on this bearish market. We went flat, we went through resistance, and now we've been on a bullish channel. And if you want to see what Bitcoin and all these other coins need to do, this is a perfect example of what a bull market should start looking like. As this grows, this channel opens up, and as you can see, what could potentially happen. So GVT ought to be trading in here throughout history if we're to maintain this pattern. So let's go ahead and zoom in, see what we have going on with GVT. So I drew this line up here. This was our last high, and as you can see, GVT's body broke through it. It broke through it there, and that level is roughly, $12.97. Currently we're above it. What we need to see is another candlestick to stay above this, to maintain that as support. If we find that as support, it can keep going higher. The MACD, we'll go ahead and look at this. We had a bullish cross. Stochastic is definitely on a bullish cross. So it would not shock me to see GVT continue on this bull run that is currently on right here. So just keep an eye on that, and we'll just keep an eye on GVT for you. The next, we're just going to look at the market overall, and as you can see, we're just kind of horizontal, nothing too major. The big important thing is in the market, total market cap, we've actually went up. We're at $208 billion now from where we were at 200 earlier. So right now, coin market cap, the total volume shows that we're up. And two news articles for you guys is on Cointelegraph. It's talking about how the low volatility, and there's few coins that are just blowing up in price, which has been great for the market. And this article goes in here and it kind of goes over some like Bitcoin, Tether, it goes over Ethereum or Ripple. So if you want to read over it and just see what it's kind of just going over the charts and things of that nature, by all means, I'm gonna put a link below so you have it. And the last news article, and again, I'm sorry, I'm not really going into them. It's just news-wise right now, it's not really big. You got some stuff, it's just not a lot. This one here is a little bigger, that Goldman Sachs and Galaxy Digital, which is Mike Novogratz, which I actually told you about his prediction earlier this year. They put $15 million in a cryptocurrency firm. So this just goes into it about how they're investing, and this is actually Wall Street. This is big money getting ready to come into the crypto sphere. So earlier, we talked about how Fidelity came into it. So the institutional money that everybody's been talking about, so if you've been following people on YouTube, they've talked about institutional money and things of that nature, it's starting to come in. This is just $15 million. But just imagine when Fidelity comes in, when Bakkt comes in, Goldman Sachs is in there now. That money is starting to come in. And so it'd be very, very wise to check it out. And again, where's this chart? I'm going to show you real quick. Mike Novogratz earlier, a couple months ago, and I put it in a video where he predicted a $10,000 Bitcoin by the end of this year. And I went ahead and put a dot on our chart, which is right there, showing that by the end of this year, that's where we need to be. So just be aware, there's been people out there predicting. So again, I hope you guys like this video. If you want to see more of it, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button. And if there's any coin you would like to go over here, by all means, put it in the comments below, or if there's anything else you would like me to go over, just send me a comment below and we'll take care of that for you guys. But with that, I hope you have happy trading, and we'll talk to you next time.